Plans even give you up to $150 a month.
This is a Mountain News Special Report. Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Hensley. We're coming on the air to bring you coverage of President Joe Biden's visit to Eastern Kentucky. Right now, we think he has just landed at the Wendell Ford Airport. This is not air footage. This is pool camera footage, so we're not responsible for anything you see. Obviously, it's a little glitchy, probably because of cell phone issues. But we believe that's the president's helicopter landing at Wendell Ford Airport. Of course, you might have seen earlier, the president landed in Lexington on Air Force One around 11:45 this morning, or around 10:45, and now he's just landed, we believe, at Wendell Ford Airport here in Perry County. We'll go back to the shot if it clears up. Hopefully it will. From the Wendell Ford Airport in Perry County, he's going to drive to Marie Roberts Elementary School in Lost Creek, which is in Breathitt County, and he will deliver remarks there, we understand, around 12:30, which we also hope to cover live. We understand the First Lady is also with the President, Jill Biden, along with Governor Andy Beshear. Not sure if First Lady Britainy Beshear is with him. I believe she is. But again, they will go from the Wendell Ford Airport to Marie Roberts Elementary School for a briefing around 12:30. Then he's going to visit some families affected by the flooding. And it's still unknown exactly where he's going from Marie Roberts Elementary School. I assume it will be in that same general area. Of course, there was a lot of flooding in the northern Perry County, southern Breathitt County area, but I assume because of security reasons they have not released exactly what neighborhood he will be visiting. And then around 2 o'clock, we understand the president will deliver some more remarks after visiting the families. He is expected to leave the Wendell Ford Airport around 3:25 and then leave Bluegrass Airport in Lexington at 4:20. Of course, this is the president's second visit to Kentucky in less than a year for natural disasters. He was in western Kentucky a few months ago after that devastating tornado outbreak, and now, of course, he's come to eastern Kentucky for the historic flash flooding event that happened about a week and a half ago. The president, again, what you're looking at if you just joined us, this is live from Wendell H. Ford Airport in northern Perry County, where the president has just landed, and he will be driving to Marie Roberts Elementary School in the Lost Creek area of Breathitt County. I don't know, can we pick up any sound at all? The state police cruiser go by there. I don't think he's supposed to make any remarks at the airport, just probably basically get off the plane, get into a vehicle, and you can see the motorcade there passing right in front of the camera that will take the president on to Marie Roberts Elementary School. Of course, the Wendell Ford Airport has been a hub of activity since this flash flood disaster. And again, we have no control over this camera. This is a pool camera, so if it goes crazy like it just did, just disregard, and we'll go back to it as soon as we have a good picture again. This is a pool camera that everybody is taking. They're only allowing certain members of the national media on the tour with him today, presumably because of the areas they're going to. You couldn't just allow, I assume, hundreds of reporters to be on this trip. All right, we have back live now, and there is Governor Beshear and First Lady Britainy Beshear to welcome the President and First Lady Jill Biden to the mountains of eastern Kentucky. This, of course, is the President's first visit to eastern Kentucky as president. We understand the lieutenant governor is there as well. If we can go back to a live picture of the airport, they're resetting the shot. So we'll again go back. We're sort of flying by the seat of our pants here. Again, we have no control over the camera at the airport or any of this visit because we were not allowed to be in the motorcade or with the president today. Just go over some new information that came in this morning as far as FEMA goes. They have a newly opened disaster recovery center in Knott County at the Sportsplex. Of course, that's been the big area for distributions and donations. Again, a FEMA disaster recovery center now at the Knott County Sportsplex, and there's one already open at Oneida Elementary in Clay County. There you see the President and First Lady at the Wendell Ford Airport in Perry County greeting Governor Beshear and First Lady. I don't know if we can pick up any sound, but let's see if we can. I also see Congressman Rogers there, Congressman Hal Rogers and his wife greeting the president. Well, obviously we're not able to, the camera's too far away to pick up any sound of what's going on, but as soon as the greetings are over, we assume the President and First Lady and the whole entourage there will be going to Marie Roberts Elementary School in Breathitt County. Of course, the Wendell Ford Airport in just north of Hazard, off Highway 15, and there was all sorts of destruction, you know, just even along Highway 15 between Hazard and Jackson because of this flash flood. This will mark the first time a sitting president has touched down in Perry County since President Bill Clinton came to Hazard in 1999, 23 years ago. As I was saying earlier, the Wendell Ford Airport has been a hub of activity since this flood began. A lot of the rescues, the people that were rescued by the National Guard were taken to this airport and then moved from there to other locations. But the National Guard, of course, has been very busy using this airport for the last week and a half as they've made hundreds and hundreds of rescues. The death toll, as far as I know, remains at 37 from the flash flood disaster. It stayed at that number now for several days. We do know of 2 women that are still missing in Breathitt County. I heard this morning that everybody has been accounted for in Knott County. Not sure about Perry County. There was a report that several people were still missing in Perry County last week, but I haven't heard an update on that. We can tell you for sure, though, that there are at least 2 women still missing in Breathitt County. State Police actually released their names last night, and we have more about that on our website. I was starting to tell you about the new disaster recovery center at the Knott County Sportsplex. And that's where survivors in any county can go to get help applying for FEMA assistance. FEMA representatives will be at the centers to help with applications for federal assistance and provide information about other disaster recovery resources. Again, the disaster recovery centers are in Knott County at the Knott County Sportsplex and Clay County at Oneida Elementary School. These are a bit different than the FEMA registration centers, which there are more of those, and folks can register with FEMA at the Marie Roberts Elementary School in Breathitt County at 99 County Barn Road in Owsley County in Boonville, the Clay County Community Center in Manchester and Clay County, the Martin Community Center in Floyd County, the Letcher County Recreation Center in Whitesburg, and there's also one in Southern Pike County, and I believe that's not Jenkins. Brandon Robinson's over here. Is that Dorton? That's Dorton. They say on the release Jenkins, which of course is in Letcher County, but the Pike County location is in Dorton. So several places where you can go to register with FEMA. Again, if you're just joining us, you're looking at a live picture from Wendell Ford Airport where you have Governor Andy Beshear, First Lady Britainy Beshear, Congressman Hal Rogers, his wife, and I believe the Lieutenant Governor, Jacqueline Coleman, is there. And they are all greeting the President of the United States, Joe Biden, and his wife, First Lady Jill Biden. As you may know, the President is just getting over COVID. He tested positive as late as Friday, but had negative tests over the weekend. He did not, from all indications, have a serious bout with COVID, just mild symptoms. Of course, he tested positive, then negative, then positive again, which is been called a rebound case, which I've heard is common if you take Paxlovid, which he did take during his bout with COVID. It looks like they are starting to possibly move towards the vehicles to take the president to Breathitt County, and he is now getting into the vehicle there, and all the others will follow again as the entourage gets ready to make their way to Breathitt County. So again, just to repeat the itinerary for today, around 12:30 we'll be back on the air as the president holds a briefing at Marie Roberts Elementary School in Lost Creek. He will then visit families in a unknown Eastern Kentucky neighborhood. No specifics were given. We assume it's in that same general area, probably southern Breathitt and northern Perry counties. We'll hear from him again. We expect around 2 p.m. He'll go back to the Wendell Ford Airport and is expected to leave there at 3:25. Get in a helicopter and fly to Bluegrass Airport in Lexington, where he will leave around 4:20. That's if everything is on time. We plan to have, as long as we're able, and again, we're depending on a pool camera for all this. We are not there. Actually, we don't have a crew there, but we are depending on pool cameras, and if all goes well, we still hope to have live coverage of all these events later on this afternoon. So we'll be back on the air around 12:30 for the president's remarks in Breathitt County. For now, let's get you back to regular programming. We'll see you again soon.